You know, of all the games I've gone back and replayed for reviews on the channel, Croc Legend of the Gobbos has to be the most disappointing for me. Not because it's terrible, it just wasn't as good as I remembered it being. But I guess that's nostalgia for you sometimes. Thankfully though, despite the issues Croc had, it sold enough copies to get a sequel. So would it be any better? Hey everyone, welcome to the channel, and welcome to my review of Croc 2. Croc 2 was released in 1999, 2 years after the first game, and it was once again developed by Argonaut Studios and published by Fox Interactive. This is the PlayStation 1 version, but the game was also released on PC, and the Game Boy Color got a port too, although it wasn't the same game. GBA players got a 2D platformer, Croc 2, due to the handheld's limitations. So what's the story here? The game opens up with a really nice in-game cutscene. We see a Gabbo working away on an aeroplane late at night. It seems he's been disturbed by a noise in the nearby forest. What he finds is bad news. Dantini creatures, who were banished along with their master to another dimension by Croc in the previous game, are performing a ritual to bring Baron Dante back. I really do like how intimidating the Baron looks, towering over everyone in this scene. Anyway, he orders the Dantinis to kidnap the Gabbo. Meanwhile, we learn Croc has been taking a well-deserved break on some secluded island with his adopted Gobbo friends. As Croc plays on the beach, a bottle with a note washes ashore. It seems Croc's real parents have also been captured, along with an important Gabbo named Inventor Gabbo. Now we know who and why that Gabbo was taken in the first cutscene. The scene ends with Croc being seesawed across the sea to the Gabbo mainland. Alright, so we have basically the same plot as the first game, with Croc out to save the Gobbos from Baron Dante and his evil army, with a twist this time, as Croc looks to find his real parents as well. The story's not exactly groundbreaking, but it is good enough to set the game up. There's 4 main villages for Croc to travel through on his journeys. Each one is a hub world with 5 or 6 levels in each one, and they can all be played in any order. After beating all the levels, a boss fight will be available. Defeat the boss and move on to the next village. Now, level design has changed from the first game, and I say it's for the better. Most of them are mission based now, similar to how Mario 64 and Sunshine were, but nowhere near as good as those games. At the start of each stage, a Gabbo will tell you to achieve a different goal. For example, making your way to the top of a mountain and turning off a piece of machinery. Chasing this guy down and saving a Gabbo. And finding 50 baby Gabbos, and each one must be put in these playpens. Man, this was tedious, but I guess it did mix up the stages a bit with this mission. There's even a 2.5D section, as you make your way up a castle I really enjoyed it. Stages are also bigger now, being mission based. Everything from Croc 1 is still here. Basic platforming, monkey bar sections, these sneaky drop platforms, and now something new. Croc now needs to get across these rope sections, and they're terrible. In theory, they should be no problem, but unfortunately Croc has a delayed jump, and this goes for making platforming jumps too. So get ready for frustration and a lot of deaths. Sounds like Croc 1 all over again. Overall though, I really like Croc 2's variety and stages. A big improvement over the previous game. One last thing to mention about the levels is for some reason the devs added vehicle sections. I think they tried to copy Crash Bandicoot here, as that series was successful with vehicle sections. But in Croc, it doesn't work, as so little effort was put into them, especially this kart race. Look how stiff and slow it is. I'm happy to say, Croc now moves in full analog controls, using the right stick only, and it feels responsive and smooth. Croc's moveset has been upgraded too. He still has a basic jump and tail swipe, and now a triple jump, being able to reach higher platforms. I'm not sure why they called it a triple jump though, as he bounces on his tail like Tigger. After pushing X 3 times, I guess that's it. It still doesn't make it a triple jump to me. Oh well. The camera is also much better here, and it moves in a tandem with Croc. Now, not like in the first game, where it was unplayable at times, due to a bad camera. So all's good then, right? Croc moves better, the camera is improved? Not quite. Let me explain. As mentioned earlier, Croc's jump is delayed. You know that feeling when you push the button and miss a jump that wasn't your fault? It's not only annoying, but game breaking on the harder stages. With practice though, you will get used to it, but players shouldn't have to. But the biggest issue by far in Croc 2 is the health system. Instead of using crystals like in the first game, Croc now has a heart container, and instead of finding lives, you now found heart pieces to fill the heart container. A system you'd see in the Legend of Zelda series. The problem is, there isn't enough heart pieces to find in the stages. No joke, there's literally 1 or 2 on each stage to find, and some of them have none. So you see the problem? What's the point in having this health system if you can barely refill it? The game wastes the player's time by making you play the same stages over and over again, because you'll keep dying due to no life available. It's just really bad game design. The crystals Croc collects in stages are now used as currency. Each village has a shop called Swap Meet Pete's, where you can buy extra heart containers, which is pointless as mentioned before. These jellies, Croc can use them to bounce up to reach collectibles in levels, and these wind-up toy figures. Put them on specific points in levels, and they collect more crystals that are out of reach. So I think the shop doesn't add anything to the game really, other than if you want all the collectibles. The collectibles are 6 coloured gems. Get all 6 in a stage and receive a golden gabbo, and open a bonus door in the stage. So the same as Croc 1 here, if you collect all the golden gabbos in the game, a secret village is unlocked. I suppose it's good incentive for replay value, but the game is frustrating enough, just playing it through once for me. The boss fights are actually good here, having to use environmental objects to beat each boss, like using buckets of water to put out this fire-breathing creature, and many more. And even the final battle against Baron Dante is good. Not hard, but creative. You must protect and vent a Gabbo as he sets gems out and opens a portal, sending Dante back. Graphics are good, a slight improvement over Croc 1. Croc's model looks more detailed, and the village and the levels have a lot of colour to them. Quite nice overall. The music in the game generally is some of the best I've ever heard in a 3D platformer. Alright, time for my final thoughts. Croc 2 is a big improvement over the previous game, fixing issues like the camera and Croc's movement. But this second outing has problems of its own, and they really do affect the enjoyment the player will have. I really wanted to like this game, but can't recommend it to players. It's definitely the better of the 2 games in the series. But if you do try this one, get ready for frustration. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you all on the next one.